Hi Teela Jammers, how are you doing? Welcome to a new month. Welcome to the festival, the HIV Festival. The atmosphere isn't quite festive, but this is really a presentation to celebrate World AIDS Day. I don't do a World AIDS Day video every year, but I have previously, especially when I started out doing the Teela Jam YouTube videos. But yeah, today's going to be a really in-depth understanding about my personal experience living with, understanding, and developing a relationship with professionals and other people that advocate for people living with HIV and people that have suffered from the epidemic that was AIDS. Not many people understand the differences between HIV and AIDS, but what I'm here to discuss is not very much the differences, but how we can support each other to understand HIV better, or just living positively with HIV. It's going to be a couple of hours. It's going to be quite a long video. It won't seem long, as it is, but I think it's important to have an idea of where I'm coming from, and I will be sharing some information that you can pick up and look at in your own time. When I say sharing information, I don't mean sharing personal information about myself. I mean sharing information that other organizations have happily developed. I have connections with THT and the NHS. So hopefully, if you are in need of any support in terms of, visiting a clinic, or you need testing, please wait until the end of the video, because I'll be sharing some links with you. I will be promoting some of my own work that isn't officially out. Not that it is gonna be official, but what I'm saying is I've been working on and developing leaflets that help people to understand their clinical diagnosis. And when I put it in that broad term, I mean HIV as a diagnosis is quite a big term. And as we know, throughout the 80s, even in the 90s, there wasn't very much a clear idea of what the epidemic had been about. There was a lot of agendas around gay people. There was the hemoglobin scandal. Then there were, mother to baby transmissions. So there is a lot of imbalances in what HIV is. There's a lot of stress, a lot of strain as to when we get diagnosed. And I mean, any kind of clinical diagnosis, when it comes to, let's say you wake up in the morning and you have a bit of a cold, or you feel a bit under the weather, you're not going to go into work and announce, you've got the flu or you've got something, because it's a bit tedious for other people to go like, stay away from me kind of thing. When we are diagnosed about, something like HIV, it's a spectrum of things. It's not something we can deliver to people and they'll be like, yeah, we know you need to, stay in bed or whatever. HIV is very much something to understand technically, and I guess in a way, in a modern kind of way, it's good to understand that there's treatment available, including therapy, including consultations, and including support. I think the main area of focus today is about support. And we're going into a new year, so it's a really nice day and I say nice day, it's Sunday. It's a really nice day to celebrate in a global way, to support people to get the right support for them, not just in a clinical manner, but the diagnosis is, you know, a big thing in any capacity. So it's about helping people to reach, I guess, their limit of who they can speak to, who they can feel, you know, that they can trust. And I guess sometimes when we look at things from quite a negative viewpoint, it's not always easy to find the motivations to deal with things in a healthy manner. So bear with me, it will be a couple of hours. I hope you find this video informing. If it's a drag, if it's boring, you could look at my past videos, because I think sometimes personal experiences help a lot as well. So yeah, look back on, you know, how I coped with having a baby. Look back at my own personal experience with learning about my mum, having AIDS. And if you do have any questions in relation to how you're feeling, maybe about your own diagnosis or about someone else's diagnosis, or just in a kind of, you know, preemptive way, we know that there's treatment available for people that may be at risk. And I'm not going to be talking about that. But yeah, there's treatment for people that may feel that they're at risk. And so this video is pretty much for you guys. So just going to take a break. Get comfortable. I know it's, you know, Sunday afternoon. Hopefully you're welcoming other people to join and watch the video. People that you love, people that you want to invite into this conversation. Sometimes it could be quite a difficult topic to talk about, especially in the arena of relationships. You know, people have a way of delivering difficult conversations, and sometimes when it comes to relationships, you might not want to disclose, you might not want to talk about, you know, something that you don't really know about but think you know about. So I'm not proposing that this video is going to support that area, but it's nice to have an idea of, you know, what support's out there, and, you know, find out in a healthy way for yourself where the medium is that you can go to get the right support. So I'll let you, you know, get yourself together, and I'll check back in 10 minutes, in about 10 minutes, okay?